the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And now look at him go. The 30, 20, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
Wentz's pass.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
5 yards on the pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Right at midfield.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, you block over here. Inside.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 2-yard line.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers.
Samuel bringing in the slant.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he's going to keep it here. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Here's Mostert, toss left side.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That 2nd down play nets a -4. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go. Now it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
At the Niners' 36-yard line.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal.
That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, 49ers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
First down, Carolina.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wentz. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And the Panther first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Taking a oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A Mostert to 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. One more time with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Panthers 10, 49ers 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Final minute now of the third quarter. McCaffrey following the penalty. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here we go. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wentz. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
A gain of 9 yards.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
54, right there, 54 miles.
On second down, McCaffrey. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now a run with McCaffrey. About 3 yards there to the 27.
On the carry.
You know that old expression, it's not my night.
7-yard line.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Panthers on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
To DJ Moore.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
To throw, it's Wentz. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Dancing to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third. And now they deal with 4th down.
The kick.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On second down, Mostert.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are a point away from leading this game. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's second down. Back to throw. Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Carolina.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up second and 2.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Wentz to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's third and short.
There on the coverage.
Potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Panthers have won the football game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Panthers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't brave from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big.